You can choose any of them.
Oh gosh. Do you think she liked funny or serious more?
Either. It's Hannah.
Strength.
Hey Ham, you're probably wondering why you have like this huge video. So basically this is my pet project to show you how much that we love you and how much I love you, because you are so special and you've meant so much to us in these past couple years that we've had youth group and that I've met you. So this is just kind of our appreciation video and our favorite things about you, and I hope you enjoy it.
The best memory I have with Hannah is probably when we stayed over, when our first sleepover that we had at your resort, and we stayed up until 4 o'clock in the morning, and we did the Call Me Maybe music video, and we were way over dramatic, but it was probably the best experience I've ever had with you.
So, I think this was last year. Yes, last year we were practicing for the Pie for You concert. I think you'll remember that. And we sang No Longer Slaves, and Hannah was playing the guitar, and I sang lead and she sang harmony, and Kim was there, I think Megan was there too, a couple other people, and when we sang it, something in the room changed. Like, you could feel the Spirit of God come in and move. And when we sang those lyrics, you could tell we weren't just practicing, we were worshiping while practicing. And that was the moment I think I felt closest. That was really cool.
Well, my best memory of Hannah is probably when she invited us, like the whole youth group, to her bonfire. That was really fun.
My best memory of Hannah is that before youth group really starts, like a bunch of people go to the gas station and then she always comes back with tea or like candy.
My best memory of Hannah is I just kind of met her, but I still think that I'm pretty amazing. I haven't really made any memories yet, but hope to.
Okay, so my favorite Hannah memory of you and me is probably when we were eating cupcakes at your house and you smeared a cupcake frosting all over my face.
My best memory of Hannah would be when she sang Oceans. That was pretty awesome. Hannah, that's amazing.
My favorite memory of Hannah is when I was at her house and her brothers were there and Ella was there, and her genius brother Micaiah threw super glue at the ground and it like sprayed up into my eyes and into my hair and in my mouth and like everywhere, and I was like crying and there was like super glue in my eyes and like I was like thought I was gonna die, and Hannah was like laughing, but I think she also maybe felt bad a little bit, but probably not because it's Hannah. And she like went in the bathroom with me and like I was just sitting on her sink crying, and she just like sat there with me while I tried to get all the super glue out of my hair, and yeah, it was good.
Okay. So my favorite memory of Hannah would be when Hannah and Lacey came over to my house, and we'd been, hanging out, and the whole weekend throughout that, especially like Saturday night, they had been like wrestling and goofing off and like sitting at each other, and I don't know how to explain it. We're all weird. So eventually got to the point where I was like sitting and eating breakfast at my table, and Hannah and Lacey were wrestling on our longest couch, and Lacey was in Hannah's lap, and somehow Hannah's glasses were like next to them, and they were like messing around, and it got to the point where they broke Hannah's glasses, and it became this huge thing for like 2 months about who broke the glasses, even though we like all knew that it was both of them. And it was like this big thing, and it was so funny because like Hannah was willing to like take a shot and like throw it right back at Lacey, and just that spunk and funny everything that we do is like awesome, and it's my favorite memory.
My favorite thing about you, Hannah, is one, you're a great singer and I'm awful. Like, it sounds like 1,000 screaming cats. And another thing that I really like is how you manage to stay positive through this really hard point in your life when I can hardly not cry through a math assignment.
My favorite thing about Hannah is probably like her awesome and always happy personality, and also her really good fashion sense. She has like the best fashion.
Well, my best memory of Hannah is that she has the best voice I've ever heard, and I really look up to her.
What I like about Hannah is her voice. I love it so much, and just her being kind to everybody.
If I had to pick my favorite thing about Hannah, I think it's her passion for the Lord. When you see her talking about God, she gets this kind of excited and she starts almost shaking a little bit. It's actually a little bit of a crazy person, but I love that about her. She is filled with the Holy Spirit, and we could really tell is when she's singing and she is leading worship, she is almost unaware of everyone else in the room. Her and God are just totally in tune as she's worshiping, and she's just spreading out her love for him. And I think that's it.
My favorite thing about Hannah is how loving she is with everybody and how accepting she is. It doesn't matter if you're super shy or super outgoing, she always works with them and she becomes best friends with everybody. And she makes everybody feel welcome. And youth group is a really big example of that because everybody loves Hannah, obviously, and she's just, it's one of my favorite things about her.
Really, 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 really love your hair. It's awesome. It really is. Lucky.
Okay, so my favorite thing about Hannah is just her loyalty and her kindness and her gentleness and just her trust and faith in God. Like throughout everything, like she always has like something good to say to you and about you, and she's never like bringing you down. She is one of those good like drama-free girls that isn't gonna create it, even if she somehow ends up in it. Like she's gonna try to somehow make it better because that's just who she is. And I love that about her, and I love that she is willing to listen when I have like issues because, you know, girls have issues.
Okay, I love that Hannah is extremely loyal, and you know she would always be there for you, even if there's something in the way or something, she'd always be there for you. I don't know. She's a loyal friend, and she's really caring, and I appreciate that.
Hannah is an easy person to talk to, and she's there, she'll listen to you, and she's got that amazing singing voice that everybody likes.
I love Hannah's kindness and compassion for everyone. Even if she doesn't particularly like the person, she's just nice to everyone, no matter who they are, what they look like, what kind of clothes they wear. She is just way gifted in that way.
Hannah, my favorite thing about you is your sense of style. Your outfits are always like on point and crap.
Okay.
I just know you'll get through this, and I hope you get better.
Hannah's probably like the strongest person that I know. One of the strongest people that I know. And if there's anybody to get through this, it would be Hannah.
Well, I've only known her for a little bit, but I can just tell that she's a really strong person and that she'll get through this right away, and she'll be back at youth group with all of us.
Alright, through this time period of the 9 months of chemotherapy, Just remember, it will grow back, and we will love you with or without hair.
Love you, Hannah.
Hey Hannah, it's Ari talking here, the world's hottest person ever. And my uplifting thing to you is, look like this. Like, this is just great. Nah, just kidding. My uplifting thing to say to you is stay positive. Through it all, it might suck, but stay positive through it all. Because I love you, and I'll be here. Illuminati, out.
Hey Hannah, I love you and we love you and I know that you're gonna get through this strong and I wish you the best of luck.
This is like really scary, but I've already seen like ways that God is working with this, like in our youth group, how it's like brought all of us together and pushed people in different ways and helped them to grow spiritually, and that alone is awesome. And I know that He has great plans for you, and whatever comes up, whatever turns out at the end of this, it's gonna be good.
Love you, and I want you to stay strong through this, 'cause God's got you.
I have blue cross.
Alright.
She probably like KJV better, but I don't care. You almost ready?
Yeah. Go.
Please don't tell me. So, she wants me to say something uplifting, and I think there's no better word than God's word because, you know, He's God. So, whenever I think about Hannah, I think of Psalm 23, probably the most popular psalm of all time, and you'll probably know it. Here it goes. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me along the right paths for His name's sake. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For Thou art with me. Thy rod and Thy staff, they comfort me. And I think this is a valley. And to say otherwise would be deceitful. And so I just want you to know that no matter what is happening right now, God is leading you to where you need to be as long as you follow Him. So just keep doing what you're doing, I guess, because you're following Him like a champ.
Got it, Hannah, you got this. God is going to be with you the whole time. He's going to be holding your hands. Everybody here is praying for you. You have nothing to worry about. And we love you so, 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 so much.
And this is probably going to be your hardest fight. And no one's probably going to dispute that. You know, I mean, you're like one of my best friends. And you mean so much to me and to this youth group. And to your family. Like, life would be something completely different without you. And I don't even want to think about it because I'll start crying. And I know that God has huge plans for you despite this, and that He is going to just come through and turn this like pain into beauty, because that's what He does. He takes the thorns that people focus on the rose, and He makes that rose blossom into something so much bigger than ourselves that we didn't even realize that there were thorns, because there's so much more to it. And that's what's going to happen to your story, and that's going to make it amazing. You are going to have something amazing to do with this, Hannah. You are going to be so much. You have so much to offer. Even when you're sick, even when you're sitting in the hospital getting ready for chemo or surgery. Like, we love you so much, and I don't want you to forget that.
We love
We
you!
love you!
You don't want to put the camera towards this nasty thing. You'll break the screen.
Hannah, you got this, girl. You don't have anything to be afraid of. God is with you, and He's going to be holding your hand through the whole experience.
Just something uplifting.